As Chair of the Josephine County Board of Commissioners, I will open the public hearing. This is a time and place to receive public comment on the fiscal year 2013-14 supplemental budget. Rosemary Padgett, CFO, will give an overview of the proposed supplemental budget. The public hearing is now open.
Thank you, Rosemary Padgett, CFO of Josephine County. The purpose of the supplemental budget is to make adjustments throughout the year for unexpected grants or pass-through contracts that could not be known at the time that the budget was adopted. We have, this was published June 12th in the Courier and is on the website for the television audience. I'm just going to cover a couple of these. These are changes to the current budget and need to be approved by June 30th. The major change were in two areas. One was in forestry because of increased costs because of the fires. We had to order additional seedlings and that for reforestation, and that was in the general fund. And then in public safety, we had a number of changes starting in July and August of last year. Because of some additional monies that was available from the Secure Rural's 2013 dollars that LipSync recommended that we expend, and the Grants Pass jail bail contract that started in August. The rest of the changes were mainly grants and pass-through dollars that the county receives and then passes through to other nonprofits or agencies that perform the work that's mandated by the state. Are there any questions?
Anyone have a question? Thank you. Okay, I'm going to open public comment. Does anyone have comment on these changes to the current year's budget? Anyone? Mr. Matthews? Please limit your comments to the current year budget and changes.
Dale Matthews, Grand Spence. There are a number of questions about whether the money for public safety is going to be spent wisely. I'm not questioning whether we need police services. Of course we do. And I want the best that we can get. One of the questions that comes up, however, is this money sometimes being spent too quickly? Or how did we get where we are today? This is a DVD from January.
Mr. Matthews, that's
don't interrupt me. I'm testifying in an open public hearing.
Mr. Matthews,
I'm testifying.
I asked you to testify about the changes.
You haven't even heard what I've said. Why are you interrupting me?
Because you're talking about a DVD or something else.
I'm talking about a DVD about how the money is being spent by the Sheriff's Department.
No, you're not talking
about. You don't know how to
changes.
run a public hearing.
Excuse me.
You don't know if this is from yesterday or last year.
Excuse me.
Why should I excuse you? You're
okay, you can turn the microphone off.
There you go.
I would prefer not even to recognize him if this is all you want to do. And I would be interested to see what the response of the audience would say.
You're going to poll the audience?
Sure, why not?
What kind of meeting?
I'll speak up. Hey, Mr. Matthews, sit down and be quiet.
No, thank you. Next.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't say you need to recognize.
Please, Mr. Matthews, would you please be seated? You were not addressing
Call
the
the
changes
police.
on the budget.
Call the police. Tell them he's not running a public meeting correctly. Grow up.
Please sit down.
You invited all your Democrat friends here to support you. Do you want them to stand up and testify on your behalf?
You are being exceedingly rude.
No, I did.
Please sit down. You were not addressing the
I
issues or
objected,
changes in the budget.
and you don't know what my issue is, and you don't know what I'm going to show on this.
Please
So
sit
how are you
down.
doing this? I will sit down, but I'm going to sit
Please
down under
sit down.
protest.